Hello, my stars. Welcome back to my channel, Goddess of Stars Tarot. It is your celestial baddie, Karen, and she is back with another one. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know the vibe. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Most importantly, subscribe. But smash the all button on the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload another reading or when I go live. So we are revving back up the channel for your girl to go live. All right, so that is coming soon. So you're going to want to make sure you smash the notification bell so you don't miss any lives with your girl. This is going to be your June 2025 overview. So we're going to dive into the energy that is going to surround you the first half of the month, the second half of the month, and the last half of the month in June. So that way my Aquarius squad is going into June, you know, with a little hindsight 2020. All right, so let's get into the vibe and see what it is. And y'all already know, if you want to book a personal reading with your girl, you can check out the description box below or check out my website, goddessofwhispers.com. All right, where is that? So let's dive into this energy and see what's going on. Asking our spirit guides to protect us, to bring love and light into our energy, but also to bring abundance into our energy for the month of June of 2025. All right, we already got our first energy that came out. Let's see what's coming towards Aquarius in June of 2025. Give me two more. Now, I am going to give you my notes. I'm big into these notes, honey, lately. So I'm going to give you my notes and what I saw, what fell out in the pre-shuffle to see what you guys need to know. Okay? To see what you need to know, to see what you need to know. All right, so before we get into this, let's get into my notes. We have what's coming in towards you in love. We have the cards that fell were the Lovers, Knights of Swords, and the Four of Wands. I do feel like in the month of June, it's going to be a time for you to make some type of decision when it comes to love. It's a strong connection for some. For some, this is a new connection, but you're feeling some type of tie to this connection. Now, with this Knight of Swords being here, the energy is very, you know, in and out or very swift type of energy. So be very cautious in how you make decisions or move forward in that situation, because the vibe I'm getting is more of like an emotional urgency, maybe feeling like you need to respond or you need to answer or you need to make a choice. So just be very mindful of that energy, because sometimes it's more so, you know, doing something in the moment just because, and sometimes that could be just right? If you feel something, that's what you should just go with in that moment. It's about living in the here and now, but you don't want to make hasty decisions as well, okay? Just because maybe in that moment something feels X, okay? So keep that or take that with a grain of salt. The Four of Wands showed up as well, so I do feel like this is a time for like union or feeling seen at home with someone, or someone feels seen with you, or celebrating in some way, shape, or form when it comes to connecting with someone here. The home front was very strong, so like Four of Wands energy, Four of Pentacles energy, you know, Four of Swords, you know, anything with a four, which is meaning, or your base chakra, right? Which meaning foundation, home front, going back to the basics in some way. So I strongly feel like something surrounding the home dynamic is very strong and having this energy of a building type of energy for you in June of 2025. So I do feel like June brings clarity and love for you. If you've been in limbo, I feel like you should expect some type of sudden breakthrough, either a message from someone or someone who's circling in your energy, or a shift in your own feelings that may lead to some type of bold action in some way, shape, or form. If you're single, someone may enter quickly and intensely here for you, possibly an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who may be feeling, you know, or maybe both of you feel some type of familiarity with that situation, or maybe the situation is becoming more, you know, heightened in some way. If you're in a relationship, I feel like there's going to be some type of commitment talk or leveling up the energy in that relationship. So some omens to look out for is a red cardinal or a bright red bird. You should look out for that. It could be a sign of, you know, love is in the air or love is near, or some type of past love resurfacing here for you. Maybe receiving 2 texts or calls at the same time. You know, one could be a literal thing and one is more so energetic. So like divine timing of some sort, right? And then sudden crave for foods, maybe tied to your memory or a person. Their energy is around you, and that's why you're having that craving. Okay, so keep that in mind. Seeing 111 or 606, which is symbolizing some type of alignment with someone energetically. Smelling perfume or cologne when no one is even around. So stay in tune with that. It could be some type of past energy or spiritual connection that's trying to reach out to you, or someone spiritually is in your energy that's trying to reach out to you. So keep that in mind. Let's move on to our career, honey. What's coming in toward you? Again, this is your overview. So what fell out for career was the Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So I do feel like there's going to be some type of major shift in your career direction, or fate is just stepping in and saying, boom, guess who stepped in the room? Yeah, so it's about skill building this month for you, or recognition in your work and your work ethic and what you're doing this month. I also feel like there's going to be either leadership that is stepping in, maybe a boss, maybe you, or whatever the case may be, bossing up or stepping up. Some type of mentorship or something along those lines that is going to take place here for you. I think June is career serious for you this month, Aquarius. I feel like there's some type of turn of fate or some type of risky decision that you're going to make that is actually going to pay off for you. And I feel like that is leading towards this year, not necessarily just June. You may be offered some type of promotion, contract, or opportunity to prove yourself in some way, maybe even in a bigger role. This is going to be very a creative opportunity for you. I do feel like for some of you here, you may go viral if you're on social media. This is the month you're going to go viral or receive some type of big exposure in some way, shape, or form, right? So that's what I had for you. Now, as far as your omens go, hearing sirens or bells after making a decision is some type of confirmation that you're going to receive. For some of you, finding a coin with a unique date or image on it, that's representing alignment for you or your purpose or maybe some type of abundance. Seeing spider webs could be symbolizing for someone some type of connection or having patience, but something does pay off for you, right? Because that's what's projected here. Technology glitch during key conversations that could happen here for you. So this means some type of energetic upgrade. For some of you, ringing in your ear could be your right ear. Here's what I'm hearing. So energetic upgrades happening for you. You know, it's just you recalibrating, okay? Dragonfly sighting. I haven't seen one of those in so long, so that's funny that came up in my thoughts. You know, I do feel like there's some type of sign of transformation that's happening here for you, and it's surrounding your purpose or something that you need to visibly pay attention to here, my Aquarius. So that's what I have for you for June of 2025. So let's get into December. All right. So overall energy, you had door to personal healing and happiness is the overall vibe, okay, that we got here going on for you. Thank you. We have happy family for the first half of the month. We have appreciation for the second half of the month. And then we have anxiety for the last half of the month. All right, so let's see why these energies are here before we get into the overall vibe. All right, let's see what's going on. What's the energy here for my Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know in the month of June of 2025? What's coming in towards Aquarius? What is it that, look at that 4 of Wands is showing up there again. What does my Aquarius need to know? Very strong energy around, you know, your home front. Things are just going to shift in your home this month. For some of you, that means relocating, moving is the vibe that I was receiving, okay? Or just some type of shift. Maybe someone's moving in, someone's moving out is the energy here for your home. Maybe redecorating your home is the vibe. All right, let's see. What's the energy here for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know for June? Thank you. I'm being told to stop here. Okay, let's stop there. Let's see what comes out for you. There's, boom. There's that 4 of Wands, right? Let's see. The Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Magician, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Hangman with the 10 of Swords for you here, my Aquarius. So let's dive into what is going on with Aquarius in June of 2025. So I do feel like the overall energy here with the 10 of Swords and the Hangman, I feel like you are going to be making some sort of sacrifices here, you know, maybe feeling like something here is not going the way you planned this month, or maybe you've been feeling this way, you know, for some time, because I do feel like you've been waiting for something or wanting something to happen here for you because, you know, something hasn't been going the way you want it to go, or something has been delayed. For some of you here, could be even feeling very heavy. Okay, you could have back pain or feeling very heavy or tight in that area in your back, like something's weighing you down or making you feel very heavy. I do feel like, you know, something here is shifting in that department. I feel like you've had a lot of time to think, and this is about feeling like maybe something's not right, or you could be doing something better or something more in the situation. For some of you here, this is due to some type of betrayal that you've experienced, right? Something that you didn't expect or you didn't believe would actually happen to you. And this could be in love, right, as well. But, you know, the energy overall is that of, you know, getting some time to really think about what has taken place that you didn't expect here in a situation. And I do feel like you're coming to some type of understanding, like, you know what, I have to make some type of sacrifice to make something happen here for me. So the overall oracle cards was the door to personal healing and happiness. I do feel like tied in with this energy is something new is starting to break through here for you. I do feel like for some of you here, you've been waiting a long time for this opportunity to arise here for you. It felt like it probably for some of you was never going to happen, but now it's a new brawn day. I'm seeing daylight, I'm seeing sun. So I do feel like some type of new opportunity here is presenting itself. Window could be very impactful here for someone, you know, whether it is that you redecorated a window space, or for some of you here, something happened at a window or near a window. Something like that could be significant here for someone. But I do feel like there's some type of new opportunity here that is happening for you in June. Your overall energy was the happy family energy here, which can be new relationship, marriage, celebration. It could represent children, family. Here is the vibe. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Cups. So I do feel like the first half of the month represents some sort of setback in some way surrounding your home. But I do feel, or relationship, some type of setback, or someone here is having some type of regret that due to a setback. Like my example here would be, hopefully I'm saying this right, but my example here would be like, you know, something happened that maybe made someone have some sort of setback. So I think they're now starting to focus on something, maybe something that they took for granted, right? Because I'm getting a sense of like regret here in some way. I do feel like someone is going to be holding on to something a little bit tighter than they should, or maybe even feeling a little bit protective of something. It could be their own energy, it could be a person. We're gonna, you know, clarify these energies here as well. But, you know, holding on to something very, very tightly here. For some of you here, this could even mean finances, you know, like holding on to your finances, feeling like you need to hold on a little bit tighter this month, or save in some way when it comes to your home. And it could be due to feelings, some sort of loss or setback that has taken place here for you, and feeling like you need to be more protective of your home, your family, you know, stepping up in that way. I do feel like this is something that is happening here. Four is very, very big and significant here, the first half of the month here for you. But I do feel like you are going to be celebrating in some way, like focusing very strongly on like the good in things in a situation is what I feel. There's going to be a need or a feel for like long-term security, or feeling like, you know, you don't want something to change, but realizing that there needs to be a change in a situation here for you surrounding the home front. is what I feel for you, my Aquarius. I do feel like as well, something else that it has came through. This could be surrounding marriage in some way, like some type of disappointment. And for some of you here, you could live in the city. City is very big here in this reading. Okay, so take that with a grain of salt. It's not all of you, but the city is very, very big. I do have a prediction that just came through out of nowhere. In the month of June, there's going to be some type of something big is going to happen, but it's going to be in the city. It's not going to be exciting news. It's going to be something that is very traumatic or brings trauma in some way. Something that I think will be broadcasted in worldly in June of 2025. And it's going to happen in the city, could be possibly even near a bridge. But that is something that just flashed before me just now. So take that with a grain of salt, or over water. Something along those lines is going to happen here in June of 2025. So it may even cause people to look at their finances differently here in 2025. So I don't know, that came up. All right, so back to the read. We also have here the middle of the month appreciation. So I do feel like this is where things start to shift for you here in June, right? The second half of the month, I feel like you're going to be making some sort of very big decision, but this decision is going to be tied to you emotionally, right? So for some of you here, if it's a love decision that you're making, you're moving toward a strong commitment in June. Someone's offering you a commitment. For some of you here, you may be moving, or this person may be moving with you, traveling with you, or traveling towards you, moving in together. Something along those lines of wanting to show you some sort of appreciation, or, I feel like the emotional doors are open here, second half of the month, of time to have deeper conversations, reflect on how you both feel in the situation. But there's definitely an opportunity here. Now, if this is career, I feel like emotionally you're going to feel emotional about something, or very passionate about something here, because I feel like you're starting to feel appreciated or wanted here, or valued is what it's saying. You're going to be offered some type of new opportunity. You're leveling up. This could be a promotion. This could be some type of recognition from your boss. You're going to be feeling appreciation here. For some of you here, this may look like investing in something that leads to a bigger profit here for you, or rate of return here for you. For some of you here, this is about stepping up and bossing up. You're making some type of decision. So if you've been in limbo, you're starting to make decisions that's going to be more fruitful here for you, because I do feel like I'm getting like Nine of Pentacles energy, like you're enjoying the fruits of your labor here for mid-month. I also feel here you also have the Magician, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles for the last half of the month. We did have the energy of anxiety coming through. So I do feel like you're overthinking something the last half of the month very strongly. So this could even be maybe even reflecting on something that you've lost. For some of you, you may have some type of, emotional loss or emotional feeling of loss the last half of the month. But I feel like you boss up in some way. And why I feel that way is that I feel like you're going to realize, everything that you do have within you, or everything that you have created or developed or discovered within yourself. I feel like you're going to be pulling all of those things, out of the hat that brings out the best in you in some way, because I feel like you're going to be using that to your advantage to get to where you need to be, is what I feel. So even though you may be overwhelmed towards the end of the month, I feel like that overwhelming energy is going to shift for you and be good for you, because it's going to shift you into a direction to use your resources, to be more open to, new opportunities. So instead of, sitting there and wallowing in sorrow, I feel like you're going to, elevate, use that energy to shift it into something more positive, is what I feel that is happening here for you in the end of the month for June. So don't worry if you feel a little bit of anxiety, but let's clarify some of these energies and see why these energies are here, okay? All right, so let's do the Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here for my Aquarius? Why is the Five of Cups here for my Aquarius? Why is the Five of Cups here for Aquarius in June of 2025? You may be leaving something behind also in June to focus on something better. Okay, so that's for some of you. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Death card. Okay, so you gain clarity to a situation here, right? And the clarity that you gain leads to you moving forward. It could be in a relationship, something that's happening with your family, home front. Yes, Seven of Wands showed up here. So this is about being on guard in some way, shape, or form, but it leads to you either moving, leaving, you know, it's almost like you know what to do here in a situation. You or someone decides to move forward. Show me the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, I feel like that's what the Seven of Wands was representing. You know, being a little bit more protective or being on guard in some situation towards a situation that's revolving your family, home front, relationship. If it's a work, something along those lines, maybe realizing you need to move forward in the situations. Like you now know what you need to do. The smoke has cleared, the dust has cleared, and for some of you, this may lead to some sort of closure here for you. Okay, show me the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here? Thank you. Two of Cups, Knight of Swords. Didn't we talk about that at the beginning of the read? So I do feel like you're moving towards someone or someone's moving towards you. For some of you, this is about moving towards a new opportunity here that is presenting itself, but it's a very hasty decision. It's like now or never, you know, type of energy. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we have the Two of Wands. We have and then the Empress. So Two of Wands, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords in reverse. All of those are in the reverse. I feel like if there's been some type of delay in making some type of decision or a decision being made in some type of opportunity here, something that you feel has been a block or holding you back, it's almost like now you're freeing yourself from that, or you're no longer overthinking, or someone in that situation is no longer overthinking, and it has a lot to do with your future, either together with someone or your future in a relationship, in a career focused energy. But I feel like now you're being recognized, like someone has some type of understanding, like, yeah, this is it. This is where I want to be. This is the person I want to offer it to. It's giving abundance for you in, June of 2025, being as though that's the center of the read. So I do feel like some really strong, you know, founded new opportunity is presenting itself here for you. Let's move into the last half of the month. Why is the Three of Swords here? Three of Swords. Thank you. King of Swords with the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. So this has something to do with someone not being as emotionally attached. Maybe it has something to do here for someone here as far as, you know, coming together or not getting the response you wanted from someone emotionally. Maybe someone here is emotionally unavailable in a situation. It could even mean having to connect or work with someone that you don't want to, or coming together with someone that you don't want to, you know, something along those lines here, or someone not wanting to do that with you, or you not wanting to do that with someone. Show me the Magician. Why is the Magician here? Thank you. Look at that. The Emperor and the Magician came out together. I feel like this is about you taking the lead. Didn't we mention something like that? Like taking the lead in a situation, or some type of boss here surrounding you, you know, recognize something about you. But this is about you standing up and bossing up and taking the lead in a situation. And I feel like that's the energy here, even with the King of Swords and the Three of Pentacles over the Three of Swords. It's like not focusing on the loss or the hurt or emotional attachment you may have to something here. I'm seeing here more so so a vibe of you moving forward, or you taking, you know, a stronger structure, like taking your heart out of a situation and using your mind, like really and truly focusing on how to progress. Show me the Page of Pentacles. All right, thank you. Knight of Cups, bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. I feel like there's going to be some newfound opportunity here that's going to present itself, or some type of new door, or finding your way in some way, shape, or form that's going to lead to moving forward with some type of offer, decision in some type of way. All right, so keep that in mind, my Aquarius. All right, so if you are single, let's see what messages you need to know. We're going to get 3 cards. This is for my singles. Let's see what you need to know. If you are single. 3 cards. What's the energy here for Aquarius? My Aquarius singles. Thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, there we go. All right, so we have sipping champagne and toasting to the fabulous single life. We have exploring new hobbies and passions that ignite my soul. And then we have someone sliding into your DMs. Bottom of the deck, we have someone is reaching out to apologize. So I do feel like for you here in June, my Aquarius, someone is going to be reaching out, sending you some type of message in some way, shape, or form. Maybe on some type of social media platform, maybe even a text here, trying to apologize to you is what it's saying. But I do feel like this month for you is really focused about yourself. I feel like you're either going to be hanging out with friends or family and just having a good time, maybe going to some type of event this month. But it's about you celebrating, and most importantly, celebrating you. So I really love that for you, Aquarius. All right. I do feel like you're either picking up some type of new hobby or some new passion that's going to make you feel whole in some way. I feel like this is a good fresh start for you in some way for some of you, but I also feel like this is about you, solely about you. So someone is going to be reaching out to you, my Aquarius, if you are single, to apologize for something. Let's go ahead and close out with your overall advice. What is the advice you have for Aquarius in June of 2025? What is the advice? What is the advice? All right, let's see what you got. You got 2. All right, we got morning, the world awaits you, and then we got sundress, do it for you. All right, so Aquarius, your advice for June of 2025 is to don't be afraid to start new things, right? Don't be afraid to swim. I feel like this is about actually stepping out and, you know, realizing what it is that you bring to the table, or what it is that you offer, like realizing your value. So don't forget you along the way. So I do feel like, oh, that flew across the room, which we're not going to go get. But I do feel like it's about you doing it for you and not waiting for opportunities to take place. And that's what the end of the month was giving, is like you're not waiting for things to happen. You're making things happen here for you. So if something is not happening the way you want to, you know, don't forget who you are. You can make things happen for yourself. We also have the sundress, do it for you. So I feel like this month it's all about you, and the steps that you take, you're putting you first, or you need to put you first in how this is going to work out for you or pay off for you long term before you make important decisions this month. Love and light, my stars. Love you guys to the moon and back. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Ciao.